Hello everyone, it's Lisa here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are building another microhome, and this microhome is part of the career microhome series that I'm doing. There is a link to the whole playlist in the description box if you want to check out the previous builds I did for that whole series. And today we are building a microhome for a critic. So that career came with the City Living expansion pack, and there are two branches at the end. You can either choose to be a food critic or you can be an arts critic. So I decided to just combine both of those career things in one home, because I couldn't decide, and also I didn't want to decide on just one thing. So therefore there is a kitchen, so your Sims can do all the cooking. I mean, obviously there's a kitchen because obviously I'm putting a kitchen in my residential homes, because otherwise they won't be functional. But yeah, there is a kitchen. So if you decide to do the food critic branch, then you need to do some cooking and also learn the gourmet cooking skill, which you can learn, I think, after you reach level 5 of the cooking skill. Then you can also learn the gourmet cooking skills. So that's something you can do. And I also gave them a little art area, there's an easel I placed down, and I also gave them a drawing tablet, and I also placed down some artwork everywhere so that it just kind of looks like somebody lives here who is into art. And yeah, also some food related items. I try to make it as realistic as possible, I guess. But yeah, so we are building in Oasis Springs. I don't build here often because that's just a very specific neighborhood, and I feel like not a lot of usually the styles of homes that fit here are either super modern in my opinion, or they're more the whole trailers. I do love to build trailers. I have to build a trailer again, or a whole trailer park. I would love to do that again. Or also this whole, how do you say that, the Spanish kind of vibe, I guess. And those are just styles that I just don't build that often, Spanish inspired homes, with the whole, I don't know how that style is called, yeah, or also modern homes. That's something I just don't build often. So I just decided to build something more on the modern side today. So first, I really wanted to build this in the world that came with City Living, San Myshuno. Yeah, but there we only have apartments, and we do have a couple of lots that are not apartments. But I really tried to build something there, and it just did not work out. It looked so weird to have a microhome on one of those lots if you have all those tall buildings next to it, and I just couldn't do that. It just didn't work out for me. I mean, yes, you do have to visit San Myshuno quite a lot, I think, if you decide to do the active career. I mean, you can either work from home or you can go to work, I think, at least. Yeah, I think that's how it is, yeah. And you have to visit some spots in San Myshuno, I think. And well, since I'm building in Oasis Springs here, you can't really, you have to travel a bit here and there. But well, I was thinking for a second, okay, should I build maybe an apartment now for that whole career? But then I was thinking, no, that doesn't make any sense, because, well, I built microhomes for that career, so yeah. Therefore, I just decided to build in Oasis Springs and build something different and go with that. I mean, I think that's okay. So yeah, the whole house is a little bit more on the modern side. I don't know, I had some image in my head where I was yeah, that could look nice, and then I just added some color to the exterior, and I really enjoyed how the whole building turned out, actually. And yeah, I hope you like it as well. We are building on a 20 by 15 lot in Oasis Springs, as I mentioned. I think it's the lower right neighborhood, something like that. Yeah, one of the neighborhoods where you actually have green grass, which I prefer over the whole desert thing, because, well, I live in Germany. I'm not used to desert, sand, grass, sandy floors. I'm just not used to that. That's something I'm not familiar with, and therefore I keep building in the things I'm more familiar with. So therefore we are building here. And yeah, so yeah, we're working on the backyard now. So I decided to give them a pool, and the whole house is a little bit more on the luxurious side, I would say, or they're not too luxurious, but I try to make it look a bit more, well, thinking about the interior now, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not like it's not like run down or anything, but well, it's more on the cleaner side, but there's still some clutter everywhere. So I wouldn't really call it like a luxurious home, but there's a pool in the backyard, so that's already something which I guess would scream like, hey, we have money here. I mean, usually you don't have a pool, like if you don't, I mean, depends, but well. Anyways, we are decorating the backyard a little bit more. I used some stuff from the Island Living pack that I actually really enjoyed, like those bushes there that I'm using here as well with the flowers. I went with a like blue and also yellow color scheme on the exterior. That's the whole vibe I went with. And yeah, for the landscaping, I think I'm just using base game bushes and I'm adding some palm trees here and there, some stones just to make it more a little bit cohesive because, well, we have palm trees all around the whole neighborhood here. So obviously I had to add some palm trees as well. Yeah, I'm giving them a barbecue here as well with a tiny little dining table. And also, I think there's gonna be some planters on the side. I mean, you don't have to use them. You can just like delete them as well and place something else there. If you don't want your sim to have like gardening stuff going on, that's also, I get that. But yeah, we are just doing some more landscaping. And I think that after that, the whole exterior should be finished. And yeah, then we were gonna work on the interior, but I think we still have to do some stuff there. Yeah, I haven't playtested this yet, but I will do that before uploading it to the gallery. I think, yeah, I think I will upload it like later today. So you should be able to download it if you want to. I also upload tray files to my Patreon if you're interested in that. Also, like, we are in the middle of the build, so if you want to give this video a thumbs up, that would help me out if you want to. But no pressure, but it's just one little click that helps me out. So yeah, okay, we are doing some terrain paint, and after that we are starting off with the bathroom, I think. Yes, and we are going, yeah, there we are. Okay, we are starting with the bathroom, and I'm using the shower and also the sink, both of it. They came with a City Living, and they look very like, they're very vibrant, I would say. I love how the whole bathroom turned out because it's like super colorful, but also not too colorful. And I also used some wall stickers that came with the bathroom kit and the bathroom clutter kit, I think it's called. Yeah, I used a lot of the bathroom clutter kit in that tiny little bathroom here. But I love how it turned out. I don't know, I love the whole color scheme that we have going on here. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, here I'm adding those wall stickers. I thought maybe those are like things they draw themselves here because they are an art critic. And yeah, if you're in the art critic or like, well, they're not definitely like an art critic. They could also be a food critic, whatever you want. So yeah, therefore I just thought I'm gonna add some artwork here and there. So yeah, working on the entryway now. This is the entryway. And I'm just giving them a mirror and also a dresser. The dresser is from the mudroom kit, and then I'm gonna change the mirror to this one. That one is from Parenthood, and I'm adding a rug which is from the Cozy Kitsch kit, and I love this rug. It's so cute. I love those, like the whole checkered thing there, and I think that looks pretty cool. And yeah, I'm just adding some artwork that came with City Living as well. And yeah, I think I'm also gonna give them a plant here in the corner because plants are amazing. And if you have like, you know, the whole build here is super like light, like there's a lot of light coming in because I'm using the wallpaper, like the glass wallpaper that we got, I think, with the Greenhouse Haven kit. Yeah, I use that as windows, and therefore there's a lot of light coming into the whole interior. And I also like, it's like 2 stories here, the whole big room, but since I deleted the flooring of one of the, like of the upper floor, it's still just 32 tiles, but everything should be still functional. Like I said, I haven't playtested it yet, but I don't think there will be any like huge issues. So yeah, but everything is working out, and yeah, I'm super happy how it turned out. And I also love the whole color scheme that we have going on in the kitchen here. Like I'm going with like black and yellow. I think this is like the main color scheme that I'm going with. And it took me a couple of tries to figure everything out, but I'm very happy how it looks now in the end. The fridge that I'm using is from the how's that called? The kitchen clutter kit. And the whole kitchen that I'm using is from the Home Chef Hustle kit. And also I'm using the backsplash that came with the kitchen clutter kit as well. I love the kitchen clutter kit. It has so many cute items. And yeah, I'm using a backsplash from that kit. I feel like whenever I post like shorts or reels or TikToks or like all those short form videos, I always get questions from people how I achieve to have this like tile look on the wall. Like, you know, like that it's just like a tiny little bit, you know, yeah. But those are just like tiles that we got with different packs. I think we got some, yeah, with the kitchen clutter kit, but we also got some with Love Struck and also with the Enchanted by Nature pack. So yeah, I'm super glad that we got those because they are so useful, and like this, the whole kitchen just looks more blended in, I feel like, because before that I used to just make the whole wallpaper a different color, but that's just, or like a different, like a tile thing, but that just always looked a bit off. I mean, not always, but sometimes, oftentimes. So yeah. Anyways, so I'm decorating the little kitchen island here. I'm using those bar stools that came with the Love Struck expansion pack. I'm also giving them a laptop there because if you work in the critic career, you basically, your whole job is about like writing critics things, writing like articles about the different art and the whole restaurants that you're visiting. That's what you basically do. And yeah, there you have to like do those. You have to write. That's like the main skill you have to get in that whole career. So therefore, of course, I gave them a laptop to work on that. You can also like, I think you can put the laptop in your inventory and maybe work on the exterior as well. Just don't leave it there because then it will get broken if it rains. Yeah, just cluttering up this little side table here. I'm giving them some art supplies. They came with the with that art pack we got. I don't know the name of it right now. I think, nope, I can't recall it. Yeah, there's also a TV, and now we are just cluttering up or like decorating those huge walls that we have because, well, like I said, yeah, the second room is very empty, like there's not that much going on. Or it's not a room, like the second floor. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, they're just like big empty walls, and I just decided to add some art here and there just to make it look a bit more filled in, I guess. And yeah, I will also definitely, I will fix the light here because when I took the screenshots, I realized, there's a lamp in the middle of the room. That doesn't make any sense. So I will fix that before uploading it to the gallery because, well, you don't want to have like a light thing flying in the air in the middle of the room. So yeah, now we are just cluttering up the little bedside area. And yeah, there's just, I used those side tables. No, I think they're actually bookcases that came with the Cozy Kitsch kit, and I just stacked two of them on top of each other. I've added this hanging plant here that we got with businesses and hobbies. I just placed it on top of the shelf there, and now we are just adding some more stuff here and there, and then we are finished with the whole building. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for that. You can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more builds like that. You can also check out the whole playlist about the whole Korea micro homes that I'm doing in the description box if you're curious about that. And you can download the build from the gallery. My ID is SunnysimsieYT, and you can find the tray files on my Patreon account. There's a link in the description box. And yep, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you all in the next video. Bye!